Right, starting the recording. Now this has been a nightmare for me with no audio, nothing. I've been trying to do a walkthrough. I've got about 5,000 hours in this game. I haven't played it for a long time, but this is going to be a walkthrough of a difference. And now I'm going to have to turn up. I'm just going to systems a minute because I've just tested. I can hear my voice, but this is going to sound pretty low. I can't do nothing about it. But the most important thing is, I mean, is actually playing the game, and actually showing what people get, where to go, how to level up quickly, where to get the gems, and you can do all this before. Well, I do all this before beating. Oh, what's the name, right there.
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place.
I've just tested this,
Ghana
so I had audio set off. I can't believe it.
You need only unravel its mystery.
So,
But where's an outsider like yourself to begin?
cleric beast. Not cleric beast.
Easy, with a bit of yarn and blood of your
I
own.
forget now. This is all before the one where everything gets more
First,
expensive.
you'll need a contract.
Not the cleric beast. The one up in the church. I forget the name now. Anyway, you do this because once you beat that boss, I don't know why it's just left my mind. Everything gets more expensive and the world changes and all that lore. Right, so I wouldn't be over too concerned about the music, considering this is actually the code name for the secret. It's meant to be the successor to Bloodborne 2. So we do this, and we've actually ditching 8 hours of gameplay after not trying to get it right. Because theoretically you should do this with a capture card, and I haven't set it up. It's having to set up OBS through the PC and all that lot. So this is all through Ps5 and through the Ps5 headphones. So you hear my voice, but the music of the game is not necessarily. For example, a lot of Switch, streamers have music going on in the background and just watch the gameplay. But this is going to be like a bit of a walkthrough. I've never done one before, but I've got enough knowledge in this game, believe me, to know where everything is in the game and to get overpowered before. Oh, the boss up in the Cathedral Ward. I forget the name of that. The boss. No, it's not the cleric beast. It's the other one. We'll come across that anyway. I don't know why. So you want to start off really with these stats here. You'll be using this. Appearances. Go young. Voice. And then I'll load. Alright, so we'll be using the sword cleaver, but we're going to be leveling up all the stats. This is not a by all means, this is not a it's up to you whether you want to do a 120 build, but believe me, if you want to get the gems that you want to get, you'd have to most probably do it with co-op, or you'll hit a wall with some of the bosses through the save edited dungeons, the full step dungeons, and some of them have been updated until about March of this year. And there's really someone called Trin, which is a girl, I've I've played against her in Dark Souls 3 on console, but I play on both console and PC. But yeah, she's the one that's made this. The come dungeon will give you a lot of echoes in the beginning, but by all means, it's
Signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion.
by all means it's it's a quick level up because you've got to stand there and bold hunters mark back, stand there, bold hunters mark back, stand there, bold hunters mark back, and you'll get to level 120. But that is not. If you want to go like full level ups, just doing that, you need to acquire like 4.4 million to 544. That is if you want to go to 5444. I've at 10 like that, loads of blood level 4 all kinds, and so I've got 3 PSN accounts, and I've also platinumed the game 3 times. You can platinum the game through the full step chalice dungeons because you don't require all the righteous materials that you need. So anyway, let's just skip this because I can't believe I'm doing this. But I've just tested the recording, I didn't have the audio on. 4 hours. And I was extremely tired doing this in the early hours of the morning. There's a glitch you can do here, but it will ruin the quest line for it'll ruin Eileen's quest line if you do the wolf. Basically it's the wolf skip, just skip here. Get him to push you through the bars into the forbidden woods. But this is a walkthrough, it's not, there's a few glitches I will do, but they're easy glitches. I'll get a lot of comments on my Bloodborne channel. On my YouTube channel about certain things, gems and FRC chalice dungeons, you know. They can't make an FRC dungeons because theoretically they haven't got all the righteous materials that you need. So now I don't know how to get the grab the 2 weapon glitch, but you just gotta be quick in your menu, but I won't worry about it. It's up to you what you pick weapon wise, so I would always go for the sword cleaver because it's my first playthrough of this game would have been March of 2015, and I picked the axe. Seemed the right thing to do. Then I went in depth for this game, modded, unmodded, everything you can think of. So yeah, and the blood gems. Doesn't matter what your level is. It's the blood gems. The powerful blood gems are the ones that's going to do the high damage, especially on the New Game Plus cycles. You have the same bosses when you unlock the chalice dungeons, but you do. If you go the legit way, you need a lot of righteous materials. If you go the other way, which is on a, let me turn this off because the recording, the sound might be coming out low, but it doesn't matter. If you get this spreadsheet. It's a bloodbornewiki.com, right? And it's a spreadsheet. You can pin it to your laptop or your PC or whatever, and it will show you everything in it. And you just got to delve and look into the other stuff, the new stuff, to find where you can get the powerful gems. But this will get you through to the FRC dungeons. But anyway, first of all, you got to start off the game. So I'd always pick the sword cleaver, but theoretically, you want a triangle gem slot, right? But because the waning is an elemental damage, right? But you can get good elemental gems through farming, but it's far easier to get a triangle slot. So I'll always go for this. There's no speed running thing or anything like that, and always pick this weapon. So, can't believe look, oh blimey, really. Now I've got right, I'm going to run through. We're going to go back to here first because you can get a hellfire with this. If you have 99 in health, if you're going all out, it's entirely up to you. But you'd have a tough time getting through the dungeons on the FRC dungeons on the 120 build unless you got help with people, you know. Considering they've actually stopped past the communities. There was never no communities on the PS5, but they did stop on the PS4.
Then I plead.
So you can only carry one of these. She'll eventually give you some other stuff as well, like blue elixirs and stuff like that, until you enter her area. So let's go back to the dream. Because your HP will be your important stat, especially if you're new to this game. And where I'm going to go, the enemies will deal a ton of damage to you because you'll be at FRC level, depth 5 FRC level dungeon, so you'll basically get one-shotted. At this current form, now I've done it with blood level 4s and everything, so right, so just get that. You can only hold one Lucifactor's blood. I'll go into all the other areas, but I'm going to try and do this quite quick because I was testing, and what I recorded last night is no good because my voice is not on there, and it doesn't matter about the in-game sound because I can hear it, but for some reason you need to be doing this with a capture card, which I have got, but I haven't got OBS set up for my PC. So this is just going to be a lot of people know, a lot of people won't know, and also it'll be just because regardless of you know, PS4 hasn't been updated to 60 FPS. There's a patch for it, but you have to play it offline and all that lot. So, you know, Dark Souls 3 got a 60 FPS patch. That's on the PS. This is on PS5. Except for why Bloodborne is stuck at 30. Especially when they've been sent a patch from Lance McDonald, from Soft and Sony, because Sony actually own the game. You know, they've been sent the patch and they've done nothing to it. So it tells me there's been loads of leaks and there's either a remaster coming or they're remaking it. And the character name of this Velvet Veil, because there's been leaks on the internet of there's going to be possibly a Bloodborne 2, but not necessarily a Bloodborne 2, but a successor that from Software. And we don't know about that. It's just some leaks that have come about. Time will tell on that one, because apparently so. When Elden Ring drops, you'll find out after then. So most probably about next summer, their next project. So he's working on 2 games. So Velvet Veil is like a code name. it's meant to be a successor to Bloodborne. That's all I know. Not Bloodborne 2. But I've gone for something different. We don't know. It's the guy that leaked it all. Has been on the money every single time with his leak. Elden Ring, Deracine, Bloodborne, all these games going back a very long time. So, great one. Oh, would you believe it? Good old RNG kicks in there. That doesn't matter because you only want to level up a little bit because really this is just gonna try to just quickly. You could get a +3 weapon before you do before you fight Father Gascoigne. So you're more than likely going to be getting a +2 weapon. So I should have taken these enemies down here. I'm gonna go a different way. And again, the same thing happens. Alright, let's just get. So you want to get the shards. You can get a +3. I've done it before. Your weapon to a +3. But +2 is fine as well. Now this is a problem that I can't do it. It's even worse with a Ps5 controller. And it's the emotes. It seems to be extra worse on the PS5. Like the gestures, I'm not doing nothing, it's just... See, Sony have been very, very quiet about, you know, what's happening with, you know, there is so many people, you know, in the community calling out for, you know, where's the remaster, where's the remake, where's the patch? Well, the patch has already been released, but you can only play it at 60 FPS or on a modded PS4. Okay, so yeah, I think if I go up this way, then if you're not confident in your game, then you want to be putting it into your health, because like anything else, even in people that do a lot of PvP souls, they put a lot of stuff into vitality because you'd want at least 35 or 40 bit on a meta build, because you're just going to get yourself tanked by, you know, other players. If you just want to play the game and go really OP, then you can do that, because this is still a guide that will go through the game but get OP very, very quickly. Before, that's it, Vicar Amelia. Got a name. Because once you the law changes, everything gets more expensive to buy in the shop, but it doesn't matter because you end up earning a ton of echoes anyway. To do that, you have to be the cleric beast, not the cleric beast, the blood-starved beast. Alright, these will drop shards. You can farm these. Once you get put some levels up, which I haven't yet, I have to get some insight. I wouldn't go full in, just so whether that's a blood shard or a what do you call it, a blood vial. Just always make sure your health tops off a little bit. Right. So they will drop the shards, the upgrade materials, which are these. I've only got 3 at the moment, but that doesn't matter because I'm just going to get some vials from these guys and fight them on the flat floor, not the steps. Doing those funny moves right there. You don't need a weapon to do this. What I mean is you don't need a weapon to do this. What you visceral attacks done with your hand. So yeah, this is where we want to go. So I'll get the NPCs back as well. There's the cleric beast. You need a bold hunter's mark to actually do. But you need some insight so you can level up for the so you can level up for the doll. So this is where I'll always come first here. Then you can go and pick these up. Like you don't have to pick them up because you want to get her. You want to do her quest line as well. So you can be a bit of an arsehole, Alfred. So don't kill her.
Oh, what a mess here. Prepare. What up?
And you get the shake off cape, which is a bit of a, you know. So one will be, I forget which one. One's a sword cleaver, sword spear, and the other is, I forget what it is. You pick them up a little bit later, but. Which one is which? I don't know, but they drop down the bottom there, which you can pick up. Right there. Did I kill him? No, he's hiding. What I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna avoid this guy around here. I'm gonna avoid some of the shards. Because theoretically, what I really need is the insight from here. And to get a music box, which might help you, which really helps you fight two bosses. First one here, Father Gascoigne, and also with Stagger the Wet Nurse. So that's it. One of the end game bosses in vanilla, not DLC. So. Or you can see, you didn't have a bold hunter's mark. You could have walked into the cleric beast fight and got an insight, but you've had to have fought him. Do you know what I mean? It's not that hard. This is the girl. This is Father Gascoigne's daughter. She's looking for her dad. This will help with Gascoigne's fight.
I don't know your fault. Are you hunting? She's touching it. I'm all. Really? Mom, it's up. If
I'm not going to be telling you about law and all this lot, but there is like a story behind the quest line. For her quest, but if you give the brooch back, which you get when you fight. Did I pick these up? No, I never. All that up. Did I pick up this? Let's soon see if I'm. Yeah, we did. Alright, so... You'll be getting 100,000 echoes before you know it, so... Regardless if you want to do a powerful build, it's gems that actually do it. And if you're in the PvP thing, that still applies with a 125 build, but it still makes, you know, you still got to go through the chalice dungeons, whether they're the legit ones or the full step ones, to get the gems. But the full step ones, they make it easier. It's been updated the game a hell of a lot. These full step challenge dungeons, I was in them back in 2018, not even realising that's what they were. To basically, because you get a lot of righteous materials. If you done it the legit way, it would take you days. You know what I mean? You'll pick up all the stuff, but it's, you know, I've done it the legit way. You know what I mean? The first time. But these are all saved dungeons, and they've added loads more, loads and loads and loads more. I mean, I wouldn't like to say how many chalice dungeons there are, but there's mostly hundreds and hundreds of thousands of them. You know, even the guys that make them, like Tomb Prospector. If you just look on their Discord or their whatever page, and you'll be able to see what they're doing. And the latest one, the Cum Dungeon, seems to be one of the ones that is very popular, but it's still not. It's still not. It'll give you a lot of echoes for beginning, but it will tail off. If you want to hit to high levels, then you're better off going all out, you know, because Arcane stops your luck at 50, and a lot of weapons will scale with that, so just don't. Hard cap is stamina, so.
Hello, and eat Twimble. Very well.
Right, I didn't get enough. Let me see if I can upgrade this one. I don't think I can, because I didn't want to get them. Wait there, let me just... You have to do the first chalice dungeon. Let me see if I can... Okay, so we got a +1. Alright, that's tough. You should be able to get a +2. You can get a +3, but you'll be farming around the first area before Gascoigne, you know, and it's really RNG. Like, so I picked up quite a few yesterday, but I'm just having audio issues. Testing. Because really you should be doing this for a capture card. Nothing wrong with the recording on the Ps5. It's the sound. No matter what I do, I just can't get the sound right. My voice, I've already tested, the voice comes through, so you don't really need the sound in this game, considering most people, when they upload stuff, especially from a Twitch, they'd upload stuff with music on it, you know, it's copyright free. Just gonna get some vials from these guys. Right, so what I'll do is now is I'll go the other way. Sure, I'm doing this. You can spend ages farming here. If you're not confident in beating the first boss and you've never played this game before, which a lot of people haven't, surprisingly, it's made in, you know, 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago. If you farm those wolves anyway, they become really easy to farm, and they drop loads of bone shards in another region, but they might follow you all the way down here, which I can think. Yeah, they are. Alright. You got the save and quit option, so they very rare. I don't know why they come down here. They very rarely come down here. But that's that good old RNG for you. You can run past these if you want to, but these drop shards. They're anything, oil lands. I won't bother going for all of them here. And not, obviously this guy can also, you can see that, it's stupid emotes, honestly. I don't even know, you can't turn them off. It's just this game. You just use a non-PlayStation, what do you call it? Controller. You can open up the shortcut, fire the gas point. In here is where you'll get another shard, and I think there is one round the back. Now a lot of people will show you, if you look at a lot of videos and whatnot, you know, you have a difficult time with a blood level 4 character, and this pig, you come down there, you want that, you want the Saw Hunter's badge, and this is basically opening up the shortcut for Father Gascoigne. So I have to drop back and pick up some stuff. You can, like I said, you can farm to get your weapon to a +3. That might make the boss a little bit easier if you're having a bit of trouble, or With Father Gascoigne. Yeah, he's got no health. Molotovs is going to be the one that's going to be the easiest way to beat Gascoigne. So just draw one of these. If you visceral one. These are drop blood shards as well. Or that. So we've got one from him. Bold Hunter's Mark. Now upstairs is the first boss. There is the Cleric Beast, which is much of the easiest boss in the game, but not if you've never played the game before. Now this is just opening up the shortcut for it might be better for me to do that because I have to come down here. Yeah. I can't remember if there's a shard back. No, this is where the other stuff is. I think I have to jump right there. No, there was never any shards here. So there is, yeah, you'll be able to, that's it, up here. That's what I'm thinking of. I can't remember where they all are. I haven't played the game for such a long time, but you don't get nothing down there, there's only rats. Right, so that's him gone. So oh, there's another one up there. See? Oh, God. That should be, I'm not too sure if there's as I'm here, what is the best? Let me go back up and get that. Theoretically, you want the uncanny versions. All these things I'm talking about is beneficial because it's you got the triangle gem slot. So You can get all these glyphs. There's one there. That's going to be the source spear that I dropped down, and down here is just going to be the. Right, a madman's knowledge. That's all it was. So that's a source spear. It doesn't matter. You don't have to pick it up. You go because you picked up the badge. So, right there, it's back up here. God, I'm just... Right, let's get this together. Now, I'm sure this is a bone shard. Right. You're not going to get many of these at the beginning, so use these. At your own leisure. God, England are playing in a couple of hours time. But there's another thing here. Speak to this guy here, Gilbert.
Oh, and I'm Gilbert. You must avoid, but I'm this what?
Again, God's controller.
Pale blood, you say?
Keep on talking to him and you'll get an item from him in the end, then you'll get something else from him, but just remember, keep on talking to that guy there. So, need to get some vials. So you can farm these all before. Now that's the shortcut that we opened up for Path Gascoigne. You can do Cleric Beast. It's pretty easy, but you can always. He's optional. He will drop you like a badge that will let you buy stuff from the shop, but and it'll give you some insight. You can't really basically do anything until you beat Gascoigne. I with him yesterday because I haven't played the game for a very long time. I decided to do this just out of fun, really,
Very well.
and see how it went down. So if you're not confident, you want to put into vitality, but
Farewell, good hunter.
let me see if I can get a +2 weapon. Right, that's a +2. You can get a +3, so I need 5 bone shards, which you can farm. So your weapon is now doing 123. By picking up that thing, I think all you get is the throwing knives. Now, you can do a throwing playthrough, believe it or not. That scales with arcane throwables, so you need this hunter's garb to
Aha, welcome. You're just here.
Garmin. This is your insight message where you buy stuff with insight. At the moment I can buy, and that's invade for invading, and the other one's to ring for help. This is what you do for searching, but you need to actually do the first chalice dungeon here. First 3 floors. I'm just trying to think whereabouts in the game. I suppose farming some. These would drop molotovs and such, so there's some blood shards and some blood vials, so this area would be the best place to farm, because you can farm the wolves. Now you're not gonna take as much damage now, plus you've got a +2 weapon. Now they're getting one-shotted. And it'd be a little bit easier with the wolves. No, I only need 5 shards. This would be a pure RNG thing, whether they drop them or not, but you can get them easy enough. Lure the wolves back down there. This should be a bit easier to kill now. It's a bit easier with if you use the what do you call it, the spin to win, you know, the they can't come in here. But if you use the axe, you can see that there's a shadow here. Look, you see a guy doing that now. He fell through the map, so. And you can just keep on doing this little bit here for as long as you want. Now let me set this up about right. So that with that, Right there. No. Then this is for Gascoigne. Then this. We're fine because we've been up with nearly an hour, so and just go back and just do this. You don't have to do this, but if you're unsure of yourself, because there's nothing else. Except for doing the cleric beast, which is he's not that hard. He wouldn't be now because you just throw a load of Molotovs at him, and you know he looks threatening, but he's not. You know, but I'm saving them for this. This is a little bit of it's going to take a couple of hours to do what I want to do before you can just get really over leveled really quickly and get the better gems. So I'll always come in here. You can never have enough of these in this game. Right, because you're gonna use blood bullets and whatnot, so if you start putting stuff into arcane, then your item discovery. The item discovery in arcane stops at 50, but it doesn't stop with weapons. There's weapons that scale all the way up to 999. So this is not about doing a 120 bill and invading. If you want to do that, then by all means, you know, you're not going through the game, and you would never get through the chalice dungeons. Not on your own, unless you're experienced. You know what I mean? Rest assured on that one. Especially the Great Temerian dungeon, you'll hit the Temerian Descendant, who I think is the worst boss in the game. There you go, be careful. See, it's actually just... If I was to put this into arcane, which I'm not gonna, at the moment, then you'll get blood. You'll get a +3 weapon quite easily. So the recording's gonna stop me. Let me just